Okay, we're currently on our way to get my Miradry treatment. This is going to be my lovely cameraman. I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous. A lot of people were asking some really good questions, so I want to make sure that I cover all those questions and just make sure that I'm the right candidate and that I get the best results. So apologize for the sunlight. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be receiving the Miradry treatment from the Vein and Skin Center of Hawaii, and it's located here in the Ala Moana Pacific Center. So what is a Miradry treatment, you ask? Let's go find out. Today I'm going to be receiving the Miradry treatment from Dr. Chung, and we're going to go over a little bit about what Miradry is and how can it help you. So how are you doing, Dr. Chung?
Hi, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me. So do you mind just explaining to me what is Miradry?
Well, Miradry is a device that we use to actually eliminate permanently your sweat glands from your armpit, as well as odor glands, and as well as reducing hair. So it's really 3 treatments in one. And it's a non-invasive device, meaning that we just put it on the surface of the skin, right into the armpit, and we're able to eliminate that all within an hour.
That's interesting. And it sounds too good to be true. So is it safe?
It's very safe. It's been FDA approved since 2011, and we've been using it, our clinic's been using it for at least 2.5 years now. And we were the first ones to bring it into Hawaii. It works very well, so you would expect in one treatment to get at least more than 82% reduction of sweat and odor, and at least 70% reduction in hair.
Wow.
Yes.
So would you say if we eliminated sweat in one area, would it then cause another area to become abnormally more sweaty, or produce more oil in a different section of the body?
Yeah, that's an awesome question. Typically, we do not notice that mechanism of what we call compensatory hyperhidrosis. So when we treat the armpit, there's only 2% of sweat glands in our armpits anyway. And as soon as that's eliminated, it's just the receptors or the glands that are gone. So your nervous system is still working perfectly normal, and it kind of tricks the body thinking that you still have glands in there, and it's still functioning normally, and so it won't try to compensate by causing more areas to sweat. And so think of it sort of like a house with a lot of telephone wires going everywhere, which is your nervous system, and then all we're doing is unplugging 2 telephones, but everything else is still running the same way.
Ah, okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, I'm glad, because I would hate to remove the oils from my underarms and then catch more oil on my forehead or on my upper lip.
Exactly.
So, who would be a great candidate for this treatment?
I would say everybody. I think that living in Hawaii, it's very humid and hot, and especially when you're doing a presentation or you're wearing nice clothes, you don't want stains under the armpits. And so we've been treating professionals, we treat just everybody that comes in bothered by sweat and even odor. The interesting thing is that odor glands, there's only 2 places in our body that has odor glands, and one's in the armpit and the one is in the groin. So if you eliminate the odor glands in our armpits, then I would say more than 80-90% of your body odor, would be eliminated as well.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it's been FDA approved for hyperhidrosis, which is a sweat, as well as odor now. So it's a great device for both of those.
Great. And is there any contraindications?
I would say that patients that have had any type of surgery in the armpits, like for example, if they've had some lymph node resection in the past, I would probably be more hesitant to treat, but we haven't run into anybody so far. We've treated over, I think, about 300 patients so far.
Nice.
and everyone's responded very well. I believed in it, so I got treated as well, and it's been about a year and a half now, and I'm very, very happy. I do not use any deodorant or any antiperspirant.
Oh gosh, I can't wait to stop using deodorant. But I have a question. Does it hurt?
Well, if we didn't do anesthesia, it would hurt.
Okay.
So we do a quick underarm numbing process, which I would say about 4 to 5 minutes per underarm, and then after that you'll be numb for about 6 to 8 hours afterwards.
Okay.
So I'm really skittish about needles myself, so when I got treated I was very nervous, and it's understandable.
Right.
Every patient will be nervous, but as soon as the numbing process was done, which was very quick, it was very comfortable. There was no pain whatsoever, and afterwards it was, I would say, just that same day you feel a little achiness, but we have ice packs for you. You'll be a little swollen, but the next day I had no pain whatsoever.
Great.
Yeah.
So this weekend I can rock my nice little dress, but I'll just be a
You'll
little
be a
swollen?
little swollen, yes.
How long does that normally last?
It can last up to a week
Okay.
or so. The other thing is you're going to feel like you're still going to be numb, and that might take a few more weeks to go away. But for the most part, it works immediately, so the next day I didn't have any use of anything.
And are these results permanent, or
Yes.
are they temporarily permanent?
No, they are permanent.
Wow.
Because we're killing the glands. There are a subset of patients that have a lot of glands,
Okay.
and so some patients will need a second treatment, and that's, I would say, out of nationwide, I mean, you're looking at about less than 5% of the patients.
Okay. And how would you compare the Miradry treatment, which sounds fabulous, to Botox? I know some women have been telling me that they just get Botox injections in their underarms and works great, but they want to know, is Miradry a much better opportunity to get rid of those sweating odor glands than just getting Botox injections?
That's a great question. I would say that Botox is temporary. We've had some patients that were getting Botox injections for like several years. However, what they noticed was the initial treatment, they would be good for 6 months, and then after subsequent treatments, they would be only like 3 months.
And then they would notice that it would be coming back, the odor, the sweat.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And Botox will take care of the sweating part, but I do not think it's going to take care of the odor part as effectively. So.
Well, that's kind of odd to not sweat but just produce odor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And so this is a permanent solution to something that, I mean, Botox injections are very expensive too. If you think about every 3 to 6 months, by the year's end, you'll be paying double more than what
the Miradry
would
treatment
cost for
see.
one treatment. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
All my ladies using Botox. Let's see. So is deodorant necessary after the treatment?
I don't use anything. Some patients will want to wear it when they're going to work out, and they might have a little odor afterwards, and sweat. But again, we're noticing more than 82% reduction, and whatever's remaining in there, you're still going to have a little bit of sweating when you work out and exercise. So I would say that you can use it sporadically, but it's not something that you need it necessarily for everyday use.
Right.
Yeah.
And is there a particular type of deodorant that you would recommend if someone would need to apply a deodorant?
Yeah, I mean, the natural ones are really good. Obviously, we always think about aluminum and other things that are in there that might be cancer-causing. And so I would say that patients that may have had experienced breast cancer or have a high likelihood of getting breast cancer, I would say probably try not to use anything. I mean, that would be the best thing, and this treatment would be fabulous for that.
That's wonderful. And I think the main question that everybody wants to know is, how much does this cost?
It can roughly range around, I think, about a little over $2,000. But again, you compare that with the one treatment of that versus several treatments of Botox. I mean, this by far is a lot more cheaper.
And you get permanent results.
Exactly.
So the $2,000 for a lifetime of no sweat, no odor, and just hairless underarms.
Yeah. So 70% of your hair will be gone. And if you want to do additional laser treatments, we can really make it nice and smooth. And so we also call it mirror smooth for some patients.
Okay, so if someone has like ingrown hairs in
Mm-hmm.
their underarms, like I do, how would that affect my ingrown hairs? Would it help that?
It will help that if we kill the follicles. It could potentially reduce it. That's a great question as well. I mean, I have some patients that have had issues with their odor glands causing infections, and so once we got rid of it, their infection rates were a lot less.
That's awesome. And would you say that someone with maybe hyperpigmentation in their underarm area would also benefit from this? Would it help target the hyperpigmentation,
No.
or would it cause hypopigmentation? That's when the underarms get lighter or darker.
I wish it did. I have a lot of patients that have that problem. Eliminating some of the hair follicles may make it a little lighter. However, we have noticed no change in the pigment in the skin, either hypo or hyper. And so it's just been kind of staying the same.
Well, those are really good answers. I'm so excited to get this treatment. I can't wait. Thank you so much for having me. And stay tuned.
So first thing first, you're going to change into the scalp.
Okay. Do you want me to remove my... I'm wearing a bodysuit, so does this have to come off?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Everything, it opens up with this, and then just wrap this around you.
Okay.
I'll step out. You can open the door to let me know you're ready.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have to take everything off.
Do you have any shoulder problem, arm problem?
No, I don't.
Okay. Your arm's going to be up there quite a while.
Okay.
Let me know if you need to take a break during the procedure. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and clean your underarms. So put both arms up. And here's also a squeeze ball. So if you feel like your arm is getting tired, you can just go ahead and okay, so I'm going to clean your armpits with HEPA cleanse. Treat the area, so I went a little bigger than the hair follicle. This little triangle, like tick marks, is going to tell me where to place the biotip.
There are sweat glands, odor glands, and you've got your hair follicle. So what we do is as we put the device, the handpiece, right on top of the hash marks here, it starts introducing heat into the area. As the heat goes down, it starts popping the glands.
Oh, wow.
And so it eliminates the glands that way. And depending on the level of treatment, it depends on how deep it's going to go. So we actually go at the highest level so that we can minimize the number of treatments. And so one treatment is typically good enough.
So it delivers heat.
It delivers heat,
okay.
Yes. And it's kind of, they call it mirror-wave technology. It's really like a microwave technology.
Oh, I see.
It's like microwave heat.
But
so,
there's no radiation?
No radiation, and it does not destroy the skin.
Oh, so you put it beneath the dermis.
Exactly.
Okay.
It completely bypasses that, which is awesome. You know, so that's why it never pigments your skin afterwards.
Oh,
It's not like
great.
a laser. You know,
Right.
laser is light, and we'll just 3 little quick pokes.
Okay.
And then under that, I'm gonna numb right under the skin. Okay. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is called tumescent anesthesia. Good concoction of a lot of water and little lidocaine. Sorry. But the nice thing is that it lasts long and it's not going to be toxic to you at all.
And it's not painful. I think it's just a little uncomfortable.
We're more than halfway done. Are you doing okay?
I'm doing great.
Okay, good. Hang in there. You're doing awesome here.
Thank you.
And you'll be like really numb afterwards.
arms, so it doesn't really hurt. I think the only pain I feel is just having my arm up. There's like a little tension on my shoulder, but other than that, there's really no pain, and we're just chilling, killing hair follicles and sweat glands. It's a good day.
It?
It was good. It was better than I expected.
Okay.
I think the numbing part was just a little uncomfortable, but nothing that I couldn't handle.
Okay.
And yeah, Jolene was great.
Okay, good.
We talked story, and it just went by like that.
Good. So really, there's really no pain right now at all.
No. My arms are numb. I feel like maybe this side. The numbing came down a little bit further than this side, but it's not something I can't handle.
Okay, good.
And I feel really good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
That's a good
numb,
feeling.
but it feels good.
Okay, so what to expect?
Okay.
You're going to be numb for 6 to 8 hours. So probably about 6 hours from now, start taking some Motrin and Tylenol. We're going to give you ice packs. Okay, the ice packs, put it right under, keep it there. When it gets warm, start replacing them in the freezer, and just do that throughout the day. There's no hard and fast rule of I need to do it every so often, whatever.
Okay.
Just whenever you feel like, go ahead and do it. What I did, and I think most patients we recommend, is right before you go to sleep, put a fresh ice pack and then go to sleep.
Okay.
It'll be a little achy after about 8 hours. It'll feel just like a little, I would say, kind of a little throbbing a little bit, but it's not going to be like something that's like, oh, it's really painful. It's not going to be that at all. The next day you'll wake up, you really won't have any pain. Now you will have this kind of swelling, so you're going to be standing like this a lot because you can't put your arms down all the way. That will go on for maybe up to a week. Again, once that wears off, you're not going to have any pain. Okay? And then you'll notice your skin will start getting, some patients get a little lumpiness, a little hard spots, like little nodules on the skin. And that's really more due to the skin contraction after the device was placed, because it introduces heat in there. So it causes the skin to tighten up, and so it will cause a little lumpiness initially. That will go away completely, but give it up to at least 3 months.
Okay.
And so we will see you back in 3 months, and we'll do a follow-up and see how things are.
Great.
Okay.
I do have a question though. When I take a bath, so can I just use like my normal routine?
Totally.
Okay.
We just don't want you to do any shaving, and try not to use any deodorant. If you happen to want to like accidentally pick out deodorant, because we're in a routine every morning, make sure you get brand new deodorant or antiperspirant, so that
I'm just gonna throw everything I have right now away.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we don't want to introduce any infection to the area. Okay.
And does the sun exposure have anything to do with it?
No problem.
Okay.
But we do want you to stay away from swimming in the ocean or in the pool for at least a week.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Chung.
Thank you.
This was such a nice experience.
Yes.
All right. Hey guys. So I'm currently editing the video that I took today, and I have to show you guys my underarms. It's so swollen and just uncomfortable. It is really uncomfortable right now, and I have to show you guys. Don't judge me, okay? But I'm gonna show you guys. Don't judge me, but it is uncomfortable right now. Like, it's like 3D. It's like my underarm's growing another underarm. My left side is not that bad, but my right side is a little bit more sore. And I don't know if it's because I had more anesthesia on this side, or I feel like I had more anesthesia on that side, but I don't know. That's your update. Hey guys, good morning. So I wanted to do a quick update on my underarms and how I'm feeling. So the pain definitely went away. I think the only thing I'm struggling with is the swelling, and I'm just using ice packs here and there, but the swelling is large. It does feel like I have balls under my arms, but other than that, I can function well, and I'm just really excited to begin seeing my results. So in the meantime, I'll keep you guys posted, and yeah, have a nice day. Okay, so it's officially been 1 week since I received my Miradry treatment, and so far it's been pretty awesome. There's a few things. I still have a little bit of nodules, that's what they're called, and Dr. Chung did mention that in my consultation that there will be some lumpiness, so I do have a little bit of lumpiness. The swelling definitely went down. It still feels a little numb, and there's no sweat, no odor, which is kind of odd because my brain has been tricking me into thinking there's sweat. So I'll go to feel and it's dry, so I'm like, weird. But so far so good. I think it's pretty awesome to not be sweating in my underarms and not having any odor, so definitely check it. I also have a special offer with the Vein and Skin Center of Hawaii, and that is 10% off of your Miradry treatment. So for the month of November, beginning today till November 30th, you can save 10% off of your entire Miradry treatment. Now it is a little pricey, but if you suffer from hyperhidrosis, or you just have really bad body odor, or you just want to stop staining your clothes, or if you just don't want to sweat anymore, this is a procedure that will help with that, and it helps remove your sweat and oil glands so that you just don't have that problem anymore. So yeah, mention my name, mention Bon Titi to save 10%, and let them know I sent you, and let me know if you guys do it.